How is Jamie's apology? Joining us right now to discuss that is Allison Josephs. Started The Jew in the City. She has a blog and also a podcast now. So she is joining us right now. Allison, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks so much for having me.
So, Allison, you heard the interpretations, the misinterpretations, the explanations. How do you land on it?
Yeah, so I think I kind of had a similar dance to you. The first message was shocking. And I think we're sort of coming out of a world where not that long ago, Kanye was tweeting really crazy stuff about Jews, blatantly anti-Semitic. And I think there's an association that is like, wait, are we going down that same road again? And for Jewish people, for, literally millennia, not only were Jews called Christ killers, we also were called perfidious, betrayers, backstabbers. So there were many levels of these accusations against Jews that literally led to massacres, it's not just what happened to our ancestors. My father was beaten up for being a Christ killer. I was, verbally harassed for that. In The Fabelmans, Steven Spielberg expresses this scene, when the kid that's supposed to be him is harassed in school. So this is a really big and charged thing for Jewish people, filled with much intergenerational trauma. But it means something different in the Southern Black church. And I think the problem is that there's this gap and we don't talk to each other. Each side doesn't know what it means to the other side. So when I first saw that, was shocked. And then I did some learning. I spoke to a Jewish Black friend, and she gave me the Black understanding behind this. And it took some time to unpack all of my feelings about it. And now I understand that, the Black church was a form of subversion from the slavery that they were facing, from the torture and the trauma that the Black community was facing. It was how they organized the Underground Railroad. And so whatever, symbolism Judas had for white European Christians was not applicable to the Black church. However, now that this has gone into a public place, we do need to talk about what this means to different groups of people because it's complicated.
Yeah, no, it's definitely complicated.
So, Allison, just finally, what's the solution here? I mean, you've got these different ways of looking at the same thing. It's Rashomon. How do you bring it all together, or do you not?
I think we have to have more dialogues, and I think both sides need to just take a pause and take a breath. And give each other the benefit of the doubt, because the Jewish and Black communities are historic allies. There are people who are both Black and Jewish. Part of what we've done recently at Jew in the City is we've started the first and only Jewish Hollywood Bureau to advocate for better representation in Hollywood, in TV shows and movies, like every other group has done. Jews have been historically left out of these DEI conversations because we're seen as too privileged and too powerful and too rich to need to advocate for ourselves. But the truth is that Jews are the most attacked minority group in the country right now. And I think what needs to happen is each side needs to sort of share each other's stories and perspectives and find the shared ground and give each other the benefit of the doubt before we jump to conclusions. And we have to do that work. Just like I picked up, my phone and I started a conversation with someone with a different life experience, and I learned and I brought in my perspective. We can each do that in our, little world. And why not take this opportunity to reach out to someone from a different perspective and a different background than you and learn what you don't know, because maybe we can avoid this confusion next time.
Okay, good conversation. Allison, thank you so much. We really appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And I love the name of your podcast, too. Jew in the City. It sounds great. Speaks. I love it.
Jew in the City Speaks.